it's time to skid it. Ooh. Hopping out the rape and skid it. Smashing on that bitch and skid it. Ooh. Running the check with no limit. Chill. Popping on X, popping on X, popping on X. Chill.
In the age of the internet, memes rule. They really do. You see memes all over the place having to do with real life events or fictional things. Today, we will be analyzing one of those memes. It is Batman with prep time. In this video, we're going to go over a few aspects, including where did this, mythical god called Batman with prep time originate? What made this a meme? Why his prep time is so potent? The limits to Batman with prep? And is it the best prep in comics? Now, just to let y'all know, if I call it just prep time for short, I'm referring to Batman with prep time. Anyways, let's go over part one, which is the origin. Since the beginning of his character, Batman has always had to deal with the non-super factor, which seems to endear him to millions of fans. Like, people just seem to like the fact that Batman has no superhuman abilities, even though he has several ass pulls. But anyways, he has no powers and is just a man. While every early comic tale was pretty much campy and cheesy, Batman has always been strikingly intelligent. I remember when I first read the Neil Adams Omnibus, the evolution from fun and goofy to dark and lethal became very apparent. Crazy thing is, Bats also has beaten and faces metas on like a daily basis pretty much, which kind of would seem like it would be ridiculous or absurd for a human to do. But this is actually what I believe began to lead to the birth of give Batman a minute and the W is certain. The concrete of the prep time legend likely formed during the Nightfall/Dark Knight Rises era, which included the first Superman/Batman beef. And oh boy, has this shit gotten out of hand. So let's move on to part two, the meme itself. Why is it a meme? The ass pulls pretty much are the reason it became so meme-worthy. Batman with prep time has peaked in ludicrous locations. Not just prep time Bat, but Bat in general. Remember in Crisis when Batman busted a cap in Darkseid and won? Fans love quoting Batman kicking the shit out of the Spectre. The literal wrath of God. Remember when Batman made the Hellbat armor and pulled up on Darkseid and didn't get stomped? Remember when Batman made the Justice Buster armor to slap the Justice League? The list really does go on and on. The meme stems from the list being a bit too long. Like, it's okay to have an ass pull here and there, but consistent or like hints at somewhat consistent levels makes it meme-worthy or just an annoying debate. Now, many fans expect the ass pulls to be routine. Worse, the arguments for the prep time Batman have become more plentiful and more annoying. The meme may never die thanks to DC's writers and editors trying to make some sales. So, moving on, we're going to touch on part three, which is the actual prep time Batman explored. Besides, like, my complaints, Batman's one of my favorite characters of all time. If you've seen my old intro, I literally have a replica bat suit. But anyways, prep time Bat's true power must be explored. The first cornerstone is the genius. Bruce Wayne's a certified brainiac. The man has more degrees than the damn TMZ has rumors, alright? Like biology, chemistry, technology, criminology. The list really does go on and on. Bruce Wayne is DC's #1 detective. But such knowledge needs something to make it come true. Like, it has to go from idea to being implemented. And this happens for Batman in the form of the moolah. Now, in comics, we have seen consistently Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, being one of the richest out of everyone. The Wayne family is worth billions. At least that is what is explained to us. If the story doesn't feature the fortune being compromised in any way, the money pool seems to be limitless for Batman. This allows ideas to become real. Weaponry, gadgets, vehicles, armor. Wayne can afford to build it, and knows how to build it. That's what separates him from a lot of people. Mix in the time to prep and to create these things, and the possibilities are both plentiful and potentially leading to memeing, unfortunately. Now let's talk about part 4, the limits. Forget the memes. Does prep time Batman actually have limits? Hell yes, he does. People forget prep time Batman is still human. Any mid to high tier meta can do him in with the quickness, like just pull up on him. Fanboys don't believe me when I bring this up, but I'll go ahead and give some examples. Look at Hikatea. This story saw a random criminal appear at the doorsteps of Wonder Woman, who at the time did not know she was a criminal. Now, the lady swore an oath of Hikatea, which is an ancient oath where basically she dedicated herself to Wonder Woman in exchange for Wonder Woman's protection. Wonder Woman, of course, accepted the Hikatea and was then obligated to shield her. When Batman arrived and was told no, he cannot take the criminal, he still tried to arrest this girl and got mollywopped. Now let's fast forward in the story. Batman comes back and he's now prepared to arrest the girl. He's prepared to face a Wonder Woman that will resist. And you know what happened? She slapped the shit out of him, okay? It's crazy. People think he's infallible, but no. It just depends on the mood some people are in. Do you need another example? Because I can provide one. Look at the Button story. Reverse Flash showed up and brutalized Batman within literal seconds. There is no doubt that Batman has speedster contingency plans, but having the time to do these plans is a different story. Lastly, Batman needs prior knowledge on many characters if he is to successfully find a way to take their ass out. If he ran into Hulk, he wouldn't know the anger aspect right away and would need a few encounters to at least understand the strength and weakness and build around it. But of course, by then he would get smashed, so doesn't matter. So yes, prep time does has limits. He's a damn human, okay? Now, last part, is Batman number one with the prep time? So, we gotta talk about, is Batman actually the GOAT? Well, he actually does, in my opinion, have some very good competition. So here are some rivals in comic books to Batman with prep off the top of my head. First one I thought of, Deathstroke. Deathstroke, Slade Wilson, is the number one assassin in DC. He is physically superior and literally thinks faster than Batman. While he is not as rich, Slade has plenty of resources, and he's completely more lethal than Batman. He's willing to go the extra mile, and arguably a better battle strategist. Slade's bested the league with prep before, and he's actually battled gods with prep time. So yeah, Deathstroke is superior physically and mentally, thinks faster, as well as has plenty of resources, plenty of experience, and therefore I consider at least a rival with prep time. Number 2, by the way, these aren't in order, they're just characters I thought of. Black Panther. Panther's, like Deathstroke, is physically superior to Batman. He is also, in my opinion, relative in genius in studies. T'Challa has been studying for decades, constantly learning. He takes Ard-shaped herb to get the knowledge and wisdom from other Panthers. And one of the most important things is he's just as rich and has vibranium, which is the troll of all fictional metals. Panther's got a damn plan for Galactus. If Galactus shows up, allegedly Wakanda has a plan for it. So yeah, T'Challa with prep is ridiculous. It's on the same level of Batman, if not better, because of the vibranium. Now, looking at another one, we got Reed Richards, who is the number one mind in Marvel Comics. And he's rich. He's got the Baxter Building. He's doing some things, okay? He's been able to match brains with god-tier characters on the regular and even impresses Galactus when it comes to his intelligence. So yeah, I would definitely say Reed Richards is just as capable with prep time. Even though he's not as rich, he's definitely can make not only as good of things as Batman, but perhaps better because he's smarter. Now, looking at Tony Stark, that is my next character. He's a tech god. He's relative to Batman, in my opinion, in brains. While Batman might be better than him in stuff like biology, he's better than Wayne in tech. And he just has better technology readily available, as well as when he preps, he's capable of building some out of this world suits that, could beat up a majority of Batman suits, Batman devices, even with prep time. So I think if they both prep, they're at least the same. Next, Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor, in my opinion, is just smarter than Batman, and he's pretty much just as rich. I mean, the dude fights Superman for fun and creates things to fight and like harass Superman. And the man's literally taken over the world before, and he's been president before. Like Lex Luthor has been acknowledged by pretty much everyone to be an absolute genius. He just doesn't always apply it in the best of ways or the nicest of ways. But yeah, with prep time, Luthor's easily rivaling Batman. Next, Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is usually considered the second smartest in Marvel. He's a sorcerer, as high of a caliber to even make Doctor Strange say, damn, this guy is nice. And he's also a tech wizard. Thanos literally has to keep tabs on Doom because Doom is one of the most dangerous schemers we have ever seen. He has an ego, which sometimes holds him back, but also means he wants to beat everyone and wants to be the best. So he prepares that way. And Doom with prep time is at least just as good as Batman, but I believe better because he also has sorcery. Sorcery, magic prep, as well as machine prep. Next, Nick Fury. In my opinion, Nick Fury is probably the number one schemer in comic books. He's the head of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is like the worldwide leading security detail, deals a lot of times with superheroes as well. And literally, Nick Fury and most characters, most characterizations of him in most stories, when something bad like cataclysmic is going down, people turn to Nick Fury because the boy's got a plan for everything. I forgot what it was. It was one invasion where this man, Nick Fury, was holed up in a bunker because he was prepared for it. The man's prepared for everything. So with prep time, I do consider Nick Fury a worthy rival to Batman. Lastly, now Rocket Raccoon, the reason I put him here is not only is he the brains of his group, which is obviously the Guardians, but he also has technology that puts human tech to shame. Very futuristic, knows how to implement it, knows how to build, works on the fly, and has genius IQ. And his versatile galactic resume, in my opinion, at least makes him a rival to Batman. So there you go. I believe I did a very thorough, thick job on explaining Batman with prep time. Yes, Batman is absolutely lethal with prep, but the meme's gotten out of hand, okay? He's not a god. But anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of Batman with prep time, if you really think he solos everything. Like, subscribe, comment, sub to my new co-channel I'm sharing with my boy Javon called Anacomics. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Peace.
It's Brittany, bitch.